26 Charlie Tango 1017 1017 listening.
Which is really odd, but Knight certainly suggests, I'm sure it's Knight, it'll say that they can do it at 12 watts or they can do it at 40 watts or whatever.
Well, yeah, mate, I've just set my camera up for a bit of filming. It's now recording. I've just turned the fine tune on this radio, on this Murphy home bass then, and it went from a little bit bassy to a little bit tinny. So you tell us what radio you're on, old lad, and we'll go from there.
Super duper, top quality, best TV ever sold, a Binatone Route 66, and it's such a beast. And it's an Altai standard microphone. So there you go, that's what I'm using. Interesting to know what it sounds like.
Right, I've got you with white noise in because obviously you're running bona fide legal, only 4 watts, even though you're giving me a good signal. There is white noise coming in with you. And if I turn my Delta tune slightly positive so there's a bit more tone in your voice, then that increases the hiss. But we've got a good reference point now, and occasionally there's a clicking sound comes in, like there's thundering and lightning. You know, when there's lightning in the atmosphere sort of thing, every now and again with certain words you say there is a clicky sound, what sounds almost like lightning in the distance, but that's probably the radio, I would guess. But yes, do you want to change radios now, and I'll pause this and then start it again?
Yes, worth leaving it paused for a little while because obviously the other radio's stone cold. It's been stood in here for a few days. But alright, no problem, do that mate, and I shall return on the one in a moment. Okay,
and I'm not going to adjust the volume on my radio, so you may blow it off the side if the other one's a lot louder. I'll leave my radio exactly how it's set now with everything, and the camera will be at the same angle and the same distance and everything else. So right, I'll pause that, and then when you return I'll start it up again.
No problem. The other radio is one of those that I do like. Once again, it's one of those old favourite type radios. Because it's a format in a different box, but I just always liked them. I just like that particular type of radio. It's more so the board than its outside appearance. But yeah, give me a minute and I'll swap it over.
Right, you up? That's it, and he's going to swap radios. I won't adjust anything on this radio, but I did initially comment on his audio that it wasn't very good while I had this 5555 Anytone on. He sounded pretty like a compressed audio, and it kept cracking at the edges. Now I thought it was this radio receiving him, but the Murphy's got a very, very good receive quality about it. People normally sound very good, and to my ears, whether the camera picks what my ears are picking up is debatable, but to my ears it's definitely not the very nasally compressed audio, that is, to my ears. Whether the camera picks that up or not, I don't know, but we should have an instant comparison between the two. So I'll shut up and pause this and restart it when he returns on the other radio.
I'll announce what it is.
Right, yeah, mate, I'm recording. You've changed the radio, so hopefully we'll have a good comparison. I've not touched the Murphy home bass, the volume and everything exactly the same. Right, if you want to announce what this radio is and what microphone is, etc., then Bob's your uncle. Take it over.
Yeah, Roger. This is the same microphone, the Altai Coffin mic, the very same one. And it's an old high gain 3 from, I'm guessing, the late 70s, maybe 1980s perhaps, with a modified FM audio.
Well, I don't know if my camera will pick up the distinctive difference in sound, or whether that will, obviously it will alter it a little bit down the line, won't it? But this one sounds got more body, it doesn't sound compressed, it doesn't sound nasally. To my ears, my big bat ears, it sounds 10 times better, mate, to me, that does. Whether the camera will, when it's gone through YouTube land and been compressed and encoded with whatever they do, whether it will sound that much different, I don't know. We'll have to find out, but it's a massive difference. This one's far superior.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. This came out of Pallet Drive Richard's scrap box many years ago, and between me and Mr. High Voltage, we breathed some life into it, and then it got left at mine. And of course, the rest is history. It's been here ever since. I've had it for a long time. and I've used it for various different purposes. It comes and goes, it sits on the shelf and it comes back out again. And yeah, it's one of them. It's been a good set actually, it's been a good set. I've had an EEPROM put in it as well. As I say, the audio is modified. Mark did the audio mod many years ago. Because otherwise they're all muffly, aren't they? It's like a crystal modulation. So we've got the other one to sort out yet, the Lafayette, that needs doing the same thing doing to it. Not bothered about the EEPROM so much, but the audio mod does need it because it's a bit bassy, isn't it? So there you go. But yeah, I'm glad to know it sounds good anyway. It's not too loud or anything then.
Just virgin on being OTT with the audio. It really is just virgin. In fact, it wants to go down just a wee little tiny bit. And what I will do now is I will switch my other radio on, because you sounded quite bad on the Anytone on the other radio you were on. It really did sound compressed and nasally. That exaggerated how bad it sounded. It was more forgiving than Murphy was. So now what I'll do, I'll switch the other radio on, which is probably what I should have done as well with the other radio, but you'll get the picture. I'll now flick the other radio on and come back on that one, Tim, and see what you sound like. I know you're going to sound brilliant on the other one as well. So give me 5 seconds.
I bet it sounds edgier. Alright, no problem, I will do.
Turn that one off. Flick the switch. Switcher box. Turn that one on. Where's my microphone amongst all my junk, which is there. Right, how's it go, matey?
It goes a bit like that. I definitely prefer the audio on your Murphy, you know. That's a terrible thing to have missed, isn't it? You know, that shouldn't be right, should it? It shouldn't be that way.
No, modern technology. And just for reference, as you can see, anybody watching this video will see that when I key this radio up, it shows the SWR. That's how I've set it. And it's showing 1.4. Now if I turn my little 9999, it's all numbers, isn't it? Repeated numbers. If I turn my little SWR power matchometer, if I flick it on, dunk, see, the SWR's gone down to 1 to 1. I might as well take it out of line, there's no point having that on, is there? I will have to turn my auxiliary lights off in my man cave later, and you'll see the night watch feature of this radio with all the little everything lit up blue. But yeah, you sound quite equally as good on this one, Tim.
Good stuff, but it probably wouldn't hurt to be down as such. I'm not surprised about that. It's ever so hard when you're on your own trying to do the audio level on something. But yeah, oh well, that's good anyway. That's good. I'm fond of these old things. Yeah, I've always found it pretty good, to be honest. If anything with that old Cybernet board, that includes the 40-channel radio, that I think they're good as well. But you know, the traditional Cybernet board. But yeah, I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the naughty one. But I know it's naughty, but it is what it is, isn't it? The point is, we'll get a rig with a MIG that's all bogged up and wrong, or you can buy one that was meant to do it in the first place. And consequently, this was meant to do it in the first place, wasn't it? Admittedly, it didn't do the UK 40 though. But yeah, a good old set anyway. They always seem to work well.
Yeah, it's got a nice soft squelch as well, this radio. When you key up, it doesn't go with a thud or a bang. I think it does with the Murphy. But right, I should turn the video camera off, resume our conversation, and then later on, while I've got 5 minutes, I'll upload this to YouTube. So tomorrow you'll be able to see the difference between the radios.
Yeah, Roger, no problem. Yeah, all right.
Just a quick display of the night watch.
The parameter, but the parameter fundamentally, overall, is more reliable, is safer, is £5 more cost effective, and of course you can use the fuel between several things at any one time. It's easy to store, it doesn't weigh a ton, it doesn't explode, doesn't leak. If it does leak, it's not so dangerous. I could give you so many reasons as to why it's a better thing, but when it comes down to a radiant heater, as I say, those are the main scores on the top, which I've got